Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone. My name is Piani Kurniawan and with my friend Andini, we will present about language and culture. Introduction. The aim of the chapter is to identify the links between language and culture, introduce Malinowski's context of situation and culture, discuss the Sapir-Whorf hypothesis, strong and weak lexical and grammatical versions, discuss political correctness in terms of language and culture, develop the idea of categorization, and discuss lexical gaps, borrowing, and coining. Context of situation and culture. Anthropologists were pioneers in studying culture, initially ethnocentric, focusing on exotics, uncivilized, or primitive cultures. Franz Boas, a German father of modern anthropology, discussed the dynamic relationship between language, thought, and primitive culture, defining cultural relativism as the form of language being shaped by the culture. Sapir, an anthropologist under Boas, believed in the importance of social background and the concept of culture in language studies. The Sapir-Whorf hypothesis. The Sapir-Whorf hypothesis suggests that language influences or determines one's thought, resulting in different perception of the world. This theory, which has two versions, the strong and the weak, has been supported in anthropology, linguistics, and translation studies. The strong version suggests that language determines how language user thinks, while the weak version suggests that language is a factor that limits or distorts our understanding of reality. Both versions argue that language plays a crucial role in shaping our perception and understanding of reality, but our understanding of this relationship has not significantly evolved since Malinowski's work. Lexis, Sapir, and Whorf differed on the concept of language. Sapir believed that language was a labeling lexis with different realities behind it. Some cultures, same experiences, and aesthetic values, making them more recognizable and accessible. This naming helps cultural groups develop a more sophisticated understanding of these concepts. The value of these untraceable words lies in helping us understand familiar experiences and cultivating new ones, potentially expanding our existential horizons.
Political correctness. The lexicon channels taught in various languages, with the term bowdlerism referring to the attempt to remove or substitute language deemed indecent. This has led to the rise of bias-free language or politically correct language, which affects the acceptability of translation and raises questions about the role of translators. The PC movement aims to make language less wounding or demeaning to those whose sex, race, physical condition, or circumstance leave them vulnerable to the raw power of words. Natural words take on their own connotations, and research show that mis is now commonly accepted in mainstream English language use and contributes to reducing gender bias. However, research show that mis is used for single women over the age appropriate for mis, potentially defining women in terms of their relationship to men and age. Surveys lexical choice influences thought and cultures, societies, and languages are dynamic and may evolve towards more or less political correctness. Categorization. Sapir's theory emphasizes categorization, which is a fundamental aspect of human perception. According to psychologist Edward Smith, categorization helps us make sense of the world and reduce perceptual process. George Lakoff's book, What Categories Reveal About the Mind, emphasizes the importance of categorization in thought, perception, action, and speech. Lexical and conceptual gaps. Connor and Rosenhaus argue that borrowing English language is driven by three main reasons. The second is the need to create new terminology and concept, as English-speaking countries lead in technology and science, and 80% of internet sites are in English. And the second is the tendency to emulate dominant groups for prestige and linguistic and cultural imitation. Additionally, English-based jargon is often used by professionals, certain classes, or age groups as a sign of group identity or prestige. The language system. Worth understanding of language and culture focus on underlying patterns rather than lexis. He emphasized grammar as a system, building on Sapir's grammatical approach. Worth built on Sapir's work by focusing on language tense systems and arguing for two types of language, temporal and timeless. He emphasized the importance of experience in language. Conclusion. The Sapir-Whorf hypothesis, also known as the linguistic relativity hypothesis, suggests the language influences our perception of reality. People who speak different language see the world differently based on the language they use to describe it. This hypothesis has two versions: the strong, which suggests language determines our thinking, and the weak, which suggests language limits or distorts our understanding of reality. Language reflects culture, priorities, prefers and perpetuates culture, and shapes our perception of the world, influencing our thoughts, interpretations, and interaction with others.